This is my story about having my second hip resurfacing uh, just this past August. The first one was done in December. So, growing up in the South, I played basketball on concrete a lot. I loved it. That's all we really did was play outside on concrete or dirt, you know. Um, but that really isn't what I would say caused this. I can't say for sure. No one can say for sure. Um, there's some that would say even old age is something that would not be a cause of arthritis, osteoarthritis. Can't even get my words right today. Osteoarthritis. There's a lot of people that think that it has nothing to do with it. Genetics could be. But anyway, so I've been driving for UPS for about 5 years now, and been on disability this past year. Um, and the crazy thing is, I started driving for them at, I should say, delivering for them um, when I was like 43, 42. I loved it. I always wanted to, what I'm saying, drive for them and drive with the door open. You know what I'm saying? Rock the shorts, and it just seemed like something that I could, stay fit doing, I guess you could say. But time came around, got the job, um, and everything was cool for the first 2 years, 3 years. I can't say, and I'm not saying that this is the job is why this has happened. You know what I'm saying? I want to put that out there, but this is when I started experiencing these issues. So, I was doing my thing, driving and stuff, and I'll say like the year COVID came out, the year COVID came out, just felt like I had a pool growing, you know what I'm saying? And I was shaking it off, you know what I'm saying? Because I play ball like I ball, you know what I'm saying? I don't ball, I ball, you know what I mean? And so when I started feeling that pain, I just thought it was a poor muscle, a poor growing muscle. That's what it felt like. So, I would try to stretch it from time to time, you know what I'm saying? Squats, do workouts and stuff, but it just hurt for what I was doing because I had to do a lot. There's a lot of walking, of course, but there's also, climbing in and out of the truck or package car. Don't get it twisted. It is a package car. I don't know if it just, my body just took a toll or what, you know what I mean? Like, I felt good, but I felt like I drink a lot of water. I tried to do the necessary steps knowing that I was getting older to try and to prevent this type of stuff, right? Of course, wasn't doing as much as or as good as I wanted to, or anything like that, but I still try to be consciously aware of it. I went to a football game last year. I went to a football game last year because I was dealing with it for a while. Well, not a while, but from the end of December 2020, up and like going into 2021, still, doing thing, thinking that it'll go away. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that it would probably take a little longer because, I was still working with it, thinking I was doing something like still stretching and squats and, shit like that on my lunch breaks and blah, 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 you know what I mean? I go to this college football game, Oklahoma State, go Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I did but yeah. I went to their home game and I was sitting on the bleachers, and I remember walking back to the parking lot, trying to walk back to the parking lot, me and my lady, you know what I'm saying? she had to like help me, you know what I'm saying? I had my homie there, he had to help, kind of just make sure shit was right. My mom's was there, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't feeling right. When we got back home, right, I just knew something wasn't right at that point. Because at that time, it was kind of getting worse. Up until, right up until the football game, it was kind of getting worse. From being sporadic to just being constant, you know what I'm saying? So scheduled an appointment, and the surgeon was mad cool. He pretty much let me know what it was, you know what I'm saying? Took the x-rays. Let me know what it was, took the x-rays, said I had bone spurs in my hip, my right hip. There was, no cartilage there. Pretty much I had arthritis in my hip, osteoarthritis. And it was just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bone. And so it was really mentally challenging trying to figure out how it came about. Even though wasn't playing basketball currently, I still wanted to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I still wanted to play basketball some more. So he told me I could either get the So he told me I can either get the replacement. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of be limited with mobility, or I could get the resurfacing, and the resurfacing that would allow me to do things like hiking, playing basketball more, just pretty much having the life I was used to having, especially with work, right? Doing like 10 to 20,000 steps a day. So, and on top of that, the lifting and things like that, you know what I'm saying? But all that mattered to me. So, thankfully my job understood, of course, you know what I'm saying? I took the necessary steps to get on disability to recover and heal. The first one was done in December of last year, and then the second one was done August of this year, this past August. Let me tell you, man, if you're experiencing this type of pain, that's like these type of like the videos that I'm going to be doing in this channel, because I could talk about a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm a life experiencer, 49 years, professional. So, I got a few things I can talk about, you know what I'm saying? I want to spread awareness with this to help somebody else out there that might be going through the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Or experiencing the same pain, because the pain is no joke. Those of you that know about it probably can't do nothing about it, and that's been dealing with it, because I talked to a few people that's in that situation. Like, salute, because the shit is painful, y'all. The shit is painful, you know what I mean? So especially if you're into sports and stuff like that, 'cause if you want to continue, like, yeah, I'm gonna be 50 next year, but I still got a lot of life to live, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got grandkids yet, but I'm going to have them soon. I want to, you know what I'm saying, be able to do things with them, not just my grandkids, like my own seeds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to do things with them, enjoy more life, you know what I'm saying? So he tells me, about the resurfacing. So my point is, just make sure you do something, man. Like, research it, something. Like, I'm gonna be going over a lot of things that are options, sharing a lot of different experiences that I've had along my journey, my path in this realm. I had to change a lot of core beliefs. And there's a lot of beliefs attached to core beliefs. So that's a lot of relearning what I've been conditioned to learn, if you catch my drift. But that's not what this is about. This is about helping people that, are experiencing this pain and scared of what to do, or I don't know. And I'm going to be learning as well. Like, there's so much information about it. Osteoarthritis is what I had. So, anyway, make sure you check it out or find out at least what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I went for like almost a year thinking it was a pulled muscle or pull growing. I went, thinking it was a pull growing, and it was not. So there's a lot of life experience things I can talk about, relate to. I can relate to. So like these type of videos right here are mainly, for people that's going through this type of pain. Again, the pain is not something to be taken lightly. So yeah, once I decide that I'm going to do the resurfacing, right? Once I decide I'm going to do the resurfacing, we pick a date, and go in. Everything was cool. Nervous as shit. Went to the hospital. They prepared me. Gave me all the IVs and stuff. And that's another thing. Like, some people aren't able to do the IV thing. It's like they're like allergic to it. So staff was great. Shout out to them. Got prepared. Drug me up. And I fell asleep before they wheeled me to the OR. And I woke up and the nurses beside me. I'm like, yo, like, when we gonna get this party started? Like, when we gonna do this thing? And she was like, what you talking about? You've been knocked out for like 4 hours. We've been done. We've been done like 6 hours. I was like, what? Like, she was like, yeah. I was like, no way. She was like, yeah. So it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? As far as that goes. So, Shorty was there. She came and helped me. I was in the wheelchair. It was my right leg. So, getting in the car, you got that right leg as leverage to try and get in the car. So I was like holding on and, using the crutches and shit to get in, and it was painful. It was very painful. I never experienced pain like that before. Went home, bedridden for like a week, elevate my leg, just switching sides from side to side was like, man, switching sides was difficult. Like, it was really painful, man, to just flip side to side and, adjust at night and try to get up and you piss at night, shit like that. And yeah, just get ready. It's not painful because you're going to be on meds. They give you medication, but make sure you take the meds, because my shit wore off in the middle of the night, and like 4 a.m. and stuff. And I don't know, I felt like we was on point with the timing and stuff, but it just something about that time of the night, man, that shit was excruciating. That one healed. It's still healing, but it's coming up on a year on that one. And the left one, right, we knew it wasn't as bad as the right, but we knew that it was kind of in the same state or heading that direction. We thought we had like 3 or 4 more years, because you have a revision where you have to, this isn't the end goal. The end game, like 20 years from now, 15 to 20 years, depending on how you take care of it, determines how soon you have to get a revision, which is just a replacement. So, but that's why I wanted the titanium ones, which is the resurfacing, so I can still play basketball. Like, I love rebounding. I'm gonna dunk, and this channel is gonna be about like my road to that recovery. To show that, like, yo, we've all heard that saying, right? If I can do it, you can do it. Like, damn, my baby's calling. Gotta answer this. Forgot where I was. Okay, I forgot where I was. Yeah, so the left one, I think we had about 40 more years on it to, do whatever we needed to do, the revision and everything, which is just basically the replacement of the actual replacement, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But started going back to work, around April because my disability ran out. If you on, I don't know if those of you that know out there, but if you're on FMLA, you get 20% of what you bring home, basically. You know what I'm saying? And rent's expensive, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's been definitely a struggle to juggle all of these bills, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer things just happen when they're supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? I decided to kind of go back to work earlier than I was supposed to, as far as like, being completely 100% to do the job duties, because, UPS doesn't have any light duty. If you're a driver, shout out to everybody that does something there. It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? So, it's hard work, and everybody definitely does their job to make it look like a well-oiled machine. You know what I'm saying? Does it have hiccups? Yeah, it does sometimes, but it's like that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there's no such thing as light duty. You know what I'm saying? When you're a driver for UPS, so I still went back about when I was like maybe 80-85%, you know what I'm saying? I was cleared. I could still do things, just, I had to adjust and adapt a lot quicker than being completely healed or whatever. And so, once I started going to work, everything was fine. It felt good. One thing the doctor said to me was, you're going to feel like it's not even in you, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it feels like it's not even in me, you know what I mean? It feels just exactly the same. Granted, right, it's like a foreign object in my body, so the body has to adapt to it and adjust to it and things like that. So that comes with physical therapy and just really doing the work itself. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do it on its own. And the more you sit around and not do things or do shit, walk around or whatever, walk the dogs, go on the hike, do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to help out majorly. And also with the physical therapy, like, you don't even have to go to physical therapy. There's exercises that you can do, of course, to do at home. So, it's all a matter of doing it. So yeah, go back to work and start feeling it on the left side, you know what I'm saying? About a month, 2 months later, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be this. And then so, it started getting worse and worse and started progressing for some reason. And he said that, you know what I mean, like, I could deal with it, but being like, again, I walk like 15 to 20,000 steps a day, you know what I'm saying? Not daily, there's maybe some days with 13,000 up in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's a side note, right? I think everybody should be doing at least 6,000 steps a day. You know what I mean? Like, I love what I do. Like, it's refreshing to me. And if you saw the view, I'm gonna share some of the views on my page. If you saw the view on my route, like what I see, where I live, where I reside in the valley, you know what I mean? Like, is beautiful. It's beautiful. So I'm blessed to have what I have, you know what I'm saying, and still be able to make moves on the outside of it, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of steps. And so, it was just something I couldn't do. I didn't want to go through that, I could have probably went feeder. This is just me thinking out loud, you know what I mean? I could have went feeder, but which is just driving long distance and things like that, but I would still have that issue, just the mental of it, which is what I'm going to talk about also, is like the mental part of this is like the most challenging part. Bump the physical, you know what I'm saying? Like, the mental will get you if you allow it to, which is really what propelled me to or yeah, it definitely was the catalyst to making this video, which took me forever. Like, I should have been doing, well, I have other channels that, are just there, but I definitely should have been more consistent with what I wanted to do as far as my niche when it came to being a content creator. I have many videos that I either uploaded on other channels and then made them private because I wanted to convert the channel to something different, or I just didn't upload them at all, So I definitely have experience with that, but as far as like really coming out with it, like, this is what I feel most comfortable with, is just sharing my experience with double hip resurfacing before I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, even doctors and people look at me when I tell them, and like, damn, like, yo, you look 25. Like, how can that shit be? Even though there's people that, I've found out, like E3 Rehab, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. If you haven't heard of him, definitely go check out his channel. And I also follow, Knees Over Toes, great content, and they speak about their experiences through their procedures in the past. And they just came out and just shared their experience. That's basically it, and it's helped out many people. And so that's in a sense what I want to do. I want to definitely build strength in my legs again and gain more muscle and mass, and share that journey, because these days and times, there's a war going on and no one is safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, our foods, our diets plays a major part in this. How we was eating or raised to eat when we was how we was eating or raised to eat when we were younger, definitely plays a factor in our adulthood. So even though, things like this are hereditary, it's still good to be more conscious of your diet when you can. And I was one of those who was thinking it could never happen to me. I'm out here dunking on foods like Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got it on my arm, y'all, especially when And1 was out. Like, when And1 first started coming out and they had the tees with the logos on the back or the slogans, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Like, yo, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. It was a wrap, because, I took it that serious, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's just how I know how to play, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know any other modes, but now I'm going to have to switch it up a little bit, of course, but I still want to be competitive, So, that's the goal, is to get back on the basketball court and hopefully to dunk again, you know what I mean? So we're gonna definitely chronologue all of that, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna definitely share that journey, you know what I mean, and like, this videos or my videos or these type of videos aren't gonna be for everyone. So if you're out there struggling with the decision, or you had the procedure done, or going to have it done, or whatever, like, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's build some type of union, you know what I'm saying, some type of community, or just networking, you know what I'm saying, and kind of keep each other motivated, because again, the mental is the most challenging part of this whole experience. I go back to work after it starts hurting again, go to the doctor, and what he was saying, like, you don't have to do the surgery, but there are bone spurs there, and there was more cartilage there, right? So the right side had bone spurs also, but it had no cartilage, and the left side had bone spurs also, but it had no had a little bit more cartilage than this side, at least, but it was still getting to be like the right side as far as pain. And so I was like, you know what, man, like, I just decided, that, I want to get it over with, and, because I'm going to have to have it done anyway, and it was already getting to that point, so I just decided to do it. The second time was a little bit more scarier than the first time. Yeah, the second time was a little bit more, nerve-wracking than the first time. But shout out to my lady, man, because, like, she really put up with a lot of shit, you know what I mean? First, especially, not just throughout the whole process, right, up until today, just like, especially those first few weeks after the surgery, you know what I mean? Like, when I couldn't walk,
when I couldn't sit down on the damn toilet, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying, I couldn't go down the stairs. Like, we live in a, 3-story crib, you know what I mean? So I couldn't go down the stairs and so I couldn't, go up and down the stairs like that to get some food, get breakfast, take the dogs out, you know what I'm saying, get the kids ready, you know what I'm saying, clean the crib, you know what I'm saying, and wash dishes, or, you know what I'm saying, like, just hang out downstairs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. I was just bedridden. I was in the bed for, like, that amount of time for a few weeks, you know what I mean? Even though I gradually got better and better daily, like, it was still painful, like, just to lift your leg up from the side, right? Just to do something as simple as, like, just pick your leg up from the side, you know what I'm saying? Just from the side up, and like there's no control at all, you know what I'm saying? And just to be able to have to walk again, learn to walk again, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's mentally challenging. So, being able to, once you're in that state, being able to not being able to lift your leg from the side, for instance, if you land on the side, right? And or of course the opposite side of your leg, like if I say, for instance, I got my right leg done, if I'm laying on my left side, of course, right? Which you had to, you can't lay on that side, you got the surgery on, of course. But and you try to raise your leg up, like, it's impossible, yo. Like, it's just crazy to try to do that, and you can't when you're so used to doing it, especially in my case, right, for 48 years, 49 years. So, just shout out to her, man. Like, that's definitely something that helped with my recovery and is helping with my recovery, was having her by my side. I'm sure there's people that did it without people by their sides, but I'm just telling you, like, it makes a world of a difference. It's night and day difference, whether you do. Yeah, you're able to walk and shit, but you know what I'm saying, you still won't be able to really get down like that, you know what I'm saying, for a week or so. So unless you're completely prepared for it, then good luck. But salute too at the same time, you know what I mean? I was able to get through with it a lot better than the first one, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I still forget that was just a few months ago. So I'm still getting stronger and stuff like that. But sometimes I'll just do something where the kids would scare me and shit, or I'll step on a dog's bone and that shit be sharp as hell, and I'll have to, you know what I'm saying, do some quick shit. I was thinking evasive maneuvers on World of Warships. Shout out if you play World of Warships on PS5. Salute. I was thinking evasive maneuvers when I step on, like, toys and shit, bones and shit on the floor. But you know what I mean? When I do stuff like that, I'm reminded that you just had surgery a few months ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now, things have changed. Like, I just had a different perspective of life, of course, which is the same perspective, but now that I'm bionic, like, it's just something that's just changed. The body is so magnificent, man. It's like phenomenal. I'm so proud of my body, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to repay it. I smoked cigarettes when I was 18, and trying to be hip in college and shit. Then I stopped smoking cigarettes to smoke Black and Miles, thinking I was doing myself a favor. And then, so actually today, I think I'm about, because I stopped right before the surgery. The second surgery, I stopped smoking Black and Miles. I was smoking like 4 or 5 blacks a day for like, maybe 10 years? Maybe. Between 7 and 10. That's a lot, man. I think back. But today, like, I mean, me and my homeboy made a bet, right? Like, he would stop doing his thing, his vice, and I would stop doing that. And today's probably like, I lost count, man, to be honest. I just know that I had the surgery in August, and it was about a week before the surgery I stopped smoking the cigar. Or maybe it was like a couple of days before. So I think it's probably about 70 days now. Now, I don't even think about it no more, yo. So if you out there too and you stop like smoking cold turkey like that, yo, like salute, man. You know what I mean? That is something I never thought I could do. Never. So that is something else that made me finally be like, yo, like I have everything I need to do what I want to do, and that's all I want to do is just spread awareness to whoever out there is going through the same thing I've experienced. Like, yo, there's a different perspective from what we was conditioned to think, you know what I'm saying, about that particular experience. You know what I'm saying? We was never taught to deal with emotions in school or what chakras are, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta be able to control that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like the little devil and the little angel on your shoulders, you know what I mean? Which wolf are you gonna feed, you know what I mean? So we all got light and dark, but which one are you gonna feed the most, you know what I mean? So I want to spread light, you know what I'm saying? I want to spread light and awareness to whoever is experiencing this type of thing, and just bring awareness to you that it's gonna be all right. We got a lot of life to live, man. So, you know, and I'm here to learn too. So if you come across this video, you know what I mean, and there's something that I didn't say, you know what I mean, because I'm definitely not a professional in as far as the surgery and the anatomy of the body and stuff, but, you know, again, I just know that I know what I experienced, so I want to share that with whoever is out there willing to listen or willing to go through it themselves or been through it, you know what I'm saying, or know someone. And it's not just gonna be that. We're gonna be working out, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna definitely be doing a lot of things that we can do to strengthen ourselves, right? This is all about improvement. So I'm gonna do my part. This is me doing my part right here. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos coming soon. You know, it's gonna be like definitely more videos regarding fitness. Gonna be some reaction videos. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna do it probably all on this one channel. Just have it categorized. I'm not gonna do multiple channels anymore. So, you know, if you're a truth seeker like myself, you know, stay tuned as well. But, you know, we're definitely gonna be doing a recovery journey back to the court. We're gonna have to figure out some kind of slogan and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if there's any basketball players out there, you know what I'm saying, and got any tips or any exercises that a brother can do to get back on the court, you know what I'm saying, to strengthen myself, you know what I'm saying, don't hesitate to drop those jewels for me. So we all going through some shit. So with that said, I know we all going through some shit out there, you know what I'm saying, and you still standing. If you're watching this, you still standing, baby. So just keep standing firm, keep standing grounded. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be making, for everybody, you know what, I'm going to build a community, right? Because I make jewelry out of crystals, you know what I mean? And so I'm going to, whoever is up for it, you know what I'm saying, whatever kind of community is going to be associated with it, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to make everybody jewelry. So, you know what I'm saying, we can kind of be a little bit more grounded with each other, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? You are not alone. So with that said, I'm thinking some hematite right now because it's grounded. Do I have any hematite? I don't have any hematite within reach. I don't want to do a re-edit, but no hematite. Do I have any hematite? No, but hematite is a grounding stone produced and created by Mother Earth herself. So, you know what I'm saying, that's something I'm gonna get popping, keep going, you know what I mean, and yeah, with that said, man, make sure you stand strong, just keep standing on your square, no matter what life throws at you, just keep standing strong. You can bend, baby, but don't break.